Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Florida Gators. Taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Michigan State Spartans. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Spartans will get us started with the opening kickoff. Coming out with it, it's Daniels. He's got a lot of confidence to bring that ball out of the end zone, but it didn't work out this time, out of bounds at the 16. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's the pressure. Flushed out of the pocket. Coming out aggressively. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Gators! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Forget establishing the run game. Go up top right now. Play one. Be aggressive. You told everybody all week, we're going to come out, we're going to be aggressive, and they are. They take the shot. They get rewarded. One play, one touchdown. What a start.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They've generated some momentum.
That's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best 2 teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, middle of the season. You can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. Got it in the middle, it's Fleming. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Gators moving quickly to the line.
This quarterback looks so good early in this game. You got to give a lot of that credit to the offensive line. He threw a touchdown pass on the opening.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Making side adjustments here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he...
Picked off! What a play to set him up! Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gator! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, we don't get a ton of top 5 matchups. Days Rumble played out. Penn State is going to enjoy the trip back to Happy Valley after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there in Beaver Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume. Imagine how this outcome is going to impact social media this week. One side ready for a parade, the other ready to hit the panic button.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to buy time. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And the Spartans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties. They keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
And the Spartans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Got him downfield. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. The Spartans want to move quickly. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's keeping his eyes downfield. With the catch, it's Collier. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
He's got the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Quarterback extends the play. Got out of trouble and throws. Hauls it in. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Motion from the wide receiver. Might be changing the route. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on third down, forcing the fourth down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
And this one splits the uprights.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. They drag him down at the 20. Gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. This should be the last play of the quarter. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. It's incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field now. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They think there's room to run to the right here. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. Right back to the well. He has the first and still on his feet. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
Well, dime personnel package comes on the field and they do their job, right? They take away all the throwing lanes, nowhere to go for him with the football throwing it, but they rally to him. They use their speed to not prevent an explosive play on the scramble. These guys probably now coming off the field in case this offense decides to go for it here on the fourth.
On on 4th down. They're taking to the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it unforced.
He caught it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. But if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looks like he's going to bring it out. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Snagged out of the air. Turning it on. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
This quarterback has got a ton of speed. It doesn't just help him running the football, but it helps him in the passing game, too. You just saw right there how he was able to use that speed and athleticism to buy himself time to at least give him an opportunity.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Gators send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking downfield on 1st down. The short hands, it's called. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Spartans come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback may change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Marsh. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Spartans have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. He wants to throw it again. Sends it downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell into the hole.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires downfield. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Here comes third and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. No good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. First play of this drive comes from the 27. To the air. It's Lagway. Fires to the tight end. Still running at the 40. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Gators are in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Continues to fight for yards. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers, they can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Zings it complete to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14. Steps away. Lets it fly. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. They get to him as he throws. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Spartans will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. One more snap coming before halftime. Off-play action on first down. He's going up top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's Collier. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
With the catch, it's Collier. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
To the air on first down. The short hands, it's Marsh. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I love offenses and on the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
See, I like this tight end because he's not just running flat routes and little stick routes and drags. This guy can get vertically down the field. He showed you his speed there running the crosser.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking deep down the right side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And this offense continues to struggle to get this guy the football. He's one of their best players. Coming into this game, they knew he was a big key, but they just haven't been able to link up. They try another shot down the field to no avail. That's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard.
He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. He'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. And the offense came out aggressively here in the second half, but they can't put the drive together and spit it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes, and they've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them in their vicinity and their ability to catch the football, they'll come down with it. This quarterback has got to be way more careful here in the second half.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Give to Brown. He breaks a tackle. Shoots through that hole and picks up 5. He's out to the 11. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. Back to pass. It's Lagway. Unloads it downfield. He's got it along the sideline. Off and running. 10. Touchdown, Florida. He got a step and just dusted the field.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. UCLA looked like a serious...
The ball pops out on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job with ball security.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down. He's got it out of bounds at the 12-yard line. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
That's a decision the quarterback would love to have back. Down here in this area of the field in the red zone, these windows, they close so quickly. Everything just has to be done a little bit faster. You've got to be so much more precise, and as a result of being late on the throw, they turn it over in the red zone.
From the gun, give on the inside. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Sends it back in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
You know, tackling is a lost art in college football. I'm sorry. You got to do a better job defensively there. At least two different guys had a chance to bring him down. They couldn't do it.
And the Spartans have their offense in high gear. Breaks the tackle. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Spartans can really attack on this second and short. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
From the gun, running back gets to give. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a fourth down.
Now, a fourth down.
No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Under fire. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Looking to throw, it's Flagway. Quickly out to the tight end. There he goes. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Now the pitch. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Buys a little time. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Wilson. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
I tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
On 3rd down, going up top. He's got it. Touchdown, Gators! And the stomping has commenced. Let's go. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught over the middle. It's called. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Spartans want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Gets it into the end zone for a touchdown. See if they can score the deuce. Wants to pass. He'll get in there as they draw 2 points closer. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
No good. Well, the field goal didn't quite make it through, but still an 18-point game. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff understanding who's out there to make plays.